Hello, welcome to a Wednesday live stream here at the Sim Racers Arms. How are we all? Hello, Peter. Hello, Darren. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Croix. How are you? How are we all? We're doing AC Evo. I wish I was doing PMR. I wish PMR was already out. Have we read what PMR are doing? I forgot to hit the go button on that one. Right, we've got a few. Why is it clinking? You know when it makes a USB disconnect noise and you think, oh my god, have I lost something? You just made that noise. PMR, with what they've announced today, as long as it drives somewhere close to LMU AMS2, somewhere there, everybody else is in trouble. Just over a month. I've already bought it, Peter. As soon as I bought it yesterday because I heard a rumour of what they were releasing today. And yeah, it's like, and at the end of the day, everything, all the check boxes that I've been asking for have been checked. So at the end of the day, all that's left to do is set it up and drive it. And if it feels like absolute garbage, I'll be getting my money back. But I'd rather let them know they've got support now. Right, who's joining us today? Are you and you, Darren and Croix joining us, Peter? What shall we do first as well? Shall we start off gently? Somebody's begging us to join. Oh, we can't anyway. It's full. What do we fancy first? Shall we try a bit of night racing in the Cayman? If going just briefly back to PMR, and I dare say we'll come back to it again. But if you just look at everything they've ticked off so far, I don't know what else to say about it. You've heard me for months on live streams saying, as long as the graphics are half decent, they don't have to be fantastic, they only need to be half decent. The physics needs to be good. The tyre model needs to be good. The FFB needs to be good. It needs multiplayer within the game and as cheap as possible. They've done that. There's literally nothing else to do. Maybe in a race. Just wait. Yeah, no worries, Peter. I was just curious. Right, I'm going to try the Cayman because I can't remember the last time I drove it. Let's see what this porker does for us. Slammed it in the garage. Let's have a change of... let's have a nice relaxing afternoon. And we need to spin it round. We'll have the fire in the background. Look at that. Isn't that relaxing? It's going to make... Oh. There we go. Job done. Great. I'm just hoping for good optimization because it might be a bit borderline with my current P specs. Well, you know what it's like when you're racing, Craig. If you're not doing what I'm doing, trying to make things perform well and look pretty for you guys, if you just turn all the grass and the particle physics off and stuff like that, it'll run fine. Peter, try the M2CS and the Dallara at Spielberg. Very nice cars to drive. Yeah, the Dallara was nice when I drove it a few weeks back. Oh, I have got a drink, that's right. Right, I fancy turning that down a bit. Leave that as it is. Maybe dip that a little bit. See, I still struggle with why we've got ride height in the aero. Now I know ride height is quite critical to aero, However, it's suspension ride-height. So can we have ride-height in suspension, please? What that'll do. Stop fiddling. We've got AMS2 news as well, everybody. I can't give you all the gritty details. Crikes, I run every game on low. I don't really care about graphics anyway, but I'm under the recommended spec. Yeah, but there's a minimum spec, isn't there? Is there a minimum spec and a recommended spec? And I think you're somewhere in between, so you should be okay. Right, I've got a problem because my audio is not set. That's better, I can hear it now. Yes, there is a minimum spec. Yeah, I'm pretty certain, Crike, from memory. Minimum spec is usually for 30 FPS and you don't want that. Yeah, I think you're above the minimum spec, remembering what you've said about your... What are all them little dots? I don't know whether you can pick that up on... Can you guys pick that up on live stream? See these loads of little really pale blue dots? Probably cure itself once I get moving. Yep, it has. Just the rendering. I'm on the correct. Yeah, we see. Yeah, it's just an artifact from incomplete render. Right, I've got to get used to this steering again. Compared to AMS2 and cold tyres, compared to right. In my defence, I've been testing LMU for hours again, and obviously this tyre wall is still an issue. You know what? I've got a good chance of winning this race. Oh no, I'm not. Crikes is in. I've just spotted. Right, after much faffing, and then the very late hotfix yesterday, I've managed to get LMU working, and I must say, the rendition of Silverstone is very, very good in LMU, and it's quite enjoyable to drive in the Elms series, and the Elms series cars don't seem to have the same problem as the LMP2, the original car. I need to test it, do a bit more testing. But I put it this way, I did that much testing last night, my shoulders were killing me when I woke up this morning. Yeah, they've really got to sort these tyres out. There's a jelliness to them. You don't have game audio. Hang on a minute. Why is that? Let me pull over and rectify the issue. That's because I'm in the wrong. Why has it done that? Right, how's that? Is that working? You do know it's one of my live streams, don't you? You weren't expecting perfection, was you? Whatever you do, don't expect that. Right, for some reason I've lost all of my... You're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to have to fix a few things while we're doing this. Boing. Oh, hello. Hello. Something broke. Right. It didn't like that at all, and it's killed it. Right, bear with me a second. Let me just sort this out. If we do that, and then do that, and then do that, and then do... Sorry everybody, please bear with me. Right, it killed the game when I was switching scenes. Which I've never had. I've never had Assetto Corsa EVO, public or beta, die on me before. I think it was because I was switching scenes. Right, here we go. See if we can get this up and running. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, it's because I'm booting things up and doing stuff. Right. What the heck is going on here? Right. It's really not like that at all. Right, I'm going to have to do a shutdown on Steam. Let me just check it's shut down properly. Right, let's try that again. Doopy-doo. I've copied that. I know what it is. I copied the wrong blooming thing and it really hiccuped. Right, shall we try that again? Don't touch anything. Here we go. Come on now, you can do it. Come on. And mate. Oh, hang on. Hey, we're back in. Give me a minute to catch back up with you. Okay. It's like it's... Has it done an update in the background or something? That's why it killed the game. No, I can't... I'm not sure whether Evo just did an update in the background. I'll worry about that later. Right. Because... The reason I say that is because it's reset the car and the scene. Right, let's get back into multiplayer. Anybody else had a crash like that? It's probably just me because I'm streaming. Right, where were we? The Cayman at Suzuka, there we go. Don't fiddle and faff with anything, just get into the race. Right, you should have audio now. Oh, the stress I'm under. No, I'm leaving it as it is. We're back. How are all the volumes and everything? Is everything working okay? Old tyres, everybody. Thank you, Peter. I really hope they prioritise this kind of soft, squidgy tyre model. Everything else is spot on. The way the car moves, the physics of the car. Just that tyre model. I know it all goes hand in hand, and that's what makes up the whole thing, but at the moment it's almost like I need to turn my force feedback up just for this car. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for the like so far. If you haven't already, it's probably worth smashing the like button on the way into the bar, because you may be so drunk on sim racing you'll forget to do it on the way out as you stumble into your taxi home. See, the balance of the car and what it did then going into the corner was right. There's nowhere near enough feel in the tyre, but it's still fun to drive. Just need a few laps to get your head around it as he goes off, showing his skills. Concentrating. I'm trying to feel what's happening with the under the braking. Sorry, whilst braking, I should say, not under the braking. Darren, what's the matter? Why are you sad? I'm not sure how long I'm going to be live streaming either, by the way. I've asked the question of Slipstream about today's championship race and whether it's still on or whether they're doing the Community Cup, and I couldn't find any detail anywhere. Oh? It was a dough for your off-track. Yeah, I'm struggling to feel things at the moment because AMS2 is a complete overload of detail in the tyre and force feedback. LMU has got a really tight initial turning, and all the suspension and steering feels very tight in LMU. And then there's this kind of wibbly wobbly squidginess. It's still not quite right. But I'm a patient man. I'm enjoying driving it. Pedro, hello, how are you? We'll need to look at force feedback for this car. I haven't got the patience for this fiddling and faffing. Can't remember what I had before. I've been fiddling and faffing. Can you tell? Yeah, I haven't got the patience for fiddling and faffing for each car at the moment. I think that's one of the frustrations for me. What's your opinion on the PMR trailer? I tell you what, Pedro, they've already got my money. It's as simple as that. I gave over the last probably, I don't know, when did they announce it? Just under a year ago. And I listed what I wanted for Assetto Corsa EVO, for LMU, for PMR when I found out that was coming, and it was average graphics, really good sound, really good physics, tyres, and in-game, as cheap as possible, multiplayer for everybody to set up lobbies. And the only game so far I've hit all of those 5 important things for me is PMR. And nobody's complained about the physics and the force feedback. They say it can be improved, but nobody said it's awful. I wanted to change the force feedback in this and I forgot. Hello, we've been tagged. And with what they've announced about the multiplayer being free and in-game, and not only are they going to do special events, championships, but they're going to make it the same as AMS2 regarding you'll be able to just set up a lobby for your friends for nothing, for free, and there's no subscriptions. I tell you what, LMU and Assetto Corsa EVO have got to relook at everything they're doing and their business models, because if PMR comes out and its force feedback is somewhere in between AMS2 and LMU, I won't be driving anything but PMR. That sounds really promising. I'll be buying it too. Sorry, I'm trying to get out the way. Got a broken car now. And if you look at the cars that they're bringing to PMR as well, you're going to have GT3s, GT4s, you're going to have hypercars, you're going to have Formula 1 cars. Literally, it's AMS2 reborn. Oh, by the way, everybody, the next update for AMS2 is going to be huge. Not regarding... I mean, they've touched everything again. They've literally touched everything in AMS2 again. But the amount of content that's coming, and I don't know what's free, what's DLC, I have no idea. But the list of cars, the library will be ginormous. Smooth and progressive. Assetto Corsa EVO doesn't like, well, this car doesn't like being hustled along. Just experiencing this car after doing like, I don't know, 60, 70 hours in LMU over the last week or two. There's a long way to go with this tyre model. but the suspension in this feels better. So the suspension aspect of the force feedback feels better than LMU's suspension. Bear with me. Let me get round Spoon. Hopefully in one piece. Jensen, hello, how are you? Is there a good sim for TSRA racing? Oh my word. In a word, no. The only... Oh, just touched the grass. TCR. Anybody else recommend TCR racing? I suppose it's going to be like... Have they got anything RF2 that's close to TCR? I think it... Is it RF2 I'm thinking of that's got something? Or is it Race Remake? It's TCR or Race. Other than that, you're going to have to go back to the original AC for mods. Whereabouts in the world are you, Jensen? I'm in the centre of the UK. Matt B's in their late house. Hello, Matt B. Matt B's, yeah, AC1 for mods. But yeah, I absolutely stand by now. The only missing piece of the jigsaw for PMR for me now, even though I've already given my money, is feeling what it drives like. And based on the fact that nobody's really complained about it as such, they said it could be better, but nobody's said it's awful. I think every other sim tile out there is in trouble. But that trailer today for the multiplayer, that's going to make everybody sit up and go, oh shit, I think we've got this wrong. We shouldn't be charging. Well, I'm slowly getting my brain around this car. You typing me fat fingers again, Peter? I could just get rid of this jellified tile wall in this, it feels fantastic. QNOS and just want to make sure we're on the same page. Yeah. I'll have a look in a bit. I'm afraid LMU and QNOS need to be on the same page as PMR regarding multiplayer in-game. Tyres are getting warm on the inner edge of the tyre. Pedro, paying for a game and a subscription on top, plus cars and tracks, is completely insane and predatory. Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying predatory, but what you've got to understand is they floated on the stock market. So not only have they got their major shareholders, whoever they are, to keep happy, but they've also got public shareholders to keep happy. And they were losing £1 million a month at one point. Now they're currently at break even. But the problem is, it's not expensive if you can afford it. But if a business model just doesn't make any sense, like you've just pointed out, and then somebody else comes along and says, you don't have to do that, you've paid for it, why am I going to charge you a subscription? And then not only am I going to charge you for potentially a subscription, but I'm going to charge you for other bits and pieces as well. It's not conducive to the customer at the end of the day, is it? And everybody gives the example of iRacing, but iRacing's in a unique position where they cornered so much of the market of sim racers, especially during the sickness era. For somebody to come along and say, it's a bit like when BMW were trying to charge you for the electric seats to be turned on and off, like the air conditioning in the seats. You needed it. I think it was BMW or Mercedes, I can't remember which one. But one of them wanted to charge you a monthly fee to turn on some of the things that were already on the car when you bought it. And anybody who goes, oh, you've just been old-fashioned. No, I'm being realistic. You're taking the piss if you think I'm going to keep paying for things. I swore on. Look what you've done to me. You triggered me, and I swore on live stream. I understand where you're coming from, Pedro, and you're not the only person to feel like that. So, a decision has been made after the hassle I had with LMU, straight after giving them money yesterday. I have made a decision that I will be driving LMU because I do really enjoy driving it. The new cars, or the additional cars, feel really nice. Silverstone is one of the best versions of Silverstone currently out there. However, they're not getting any more of my money. Not until I see what PMR is all about. Now that's what I'm doing. I'm not suggesting you do that. Because yesterday felt like a real slap in the face and an insult. If you ask anybody interested in sim racing and knows anything about sim racing, and you ask a very simple question, do you want another iRacing? What do you think the massive answer is going to be from the majority? The initial answer would be, well, yeah, because of like the online and the ranking and then you say, okay, do you want another iRacing with the cost implication? What do you think the answer would be? The answer would be no, and everybody would say, well, would you like PMR that gives you everything for just the cost of the game and then maybe pay for DLC later down the road? Imagine if iRacing announced tomorrow that all you do is pay a one-off fee and then pay a modest DLC charge. And ultimately, the easiest way to teach some of these businesses what the customer wants is to vote with your money in your feet. And potentially come November, that's what's going to be happening with PMR if they get the rest of the packet, the driving experience itself up there with the best. It doesn't have to be the best in the world, but if it can be close to what the best ones are, and it's very difficult to pick a best one at the moment. I'm going really slow because the handbrake was on. It was only on mildly. Held it though. Rave Agent 1. Not according to my screen. Only kidding. I really hope a sim in the future disturbs the iRacing monopoly on online ranked rate. Well, PMR is, if you look at the details of PMR and the points system, somebody has given that a lot of thought. And I mean a lot of thought. Well done, Matt. No, I know, I'm only playing. I know. Right. Let's go. What's the next? What shall we drive next? Anybody got any suggestions? I couldn't be more excited about PMR. It's a bit like when I was excited for this. They've got to deliver on day one. And Assetto Corsa didn't deliver on day one. Not to the expectations. LMU didn't deliver on day one. AMS2 didn't deliver on day one. So many don't deliver on day one. But there's so much data out there and so many people have got so much experience that they can hand over to these customers and say, you're doing that wrong. It needs to be this. You're doing this right. You're doing that right. But this bit is seriously wrong. At the moment, Assetto Corsa, they need to not bring out another car. We don't need a Formula 1 car, because the 2004 Ferrari in this is virtually undrivable because of the tyre model. It's gone backwards. It was okay when it first arrived. The driving experience has got to be spot on as soon as possible in Assetto Corsa EVO on all wheelbases. We're talking QNOS here, who have made millions and millions from sim racing and has got 15 years of data to draw upon, and one of the biggest player bases in the world. Right, what are we doing? If you was the gaffer of QNOS, what would your expectation be? Shall we try? What shall we try? What was I looking at just? Yeah, let's try the BMW at Red Bull Ring. Oh, it's in the race, isn't it? Dope, missed it. Shall we do GT3 at Brands Hatch? There's only one person in there at the moment. It's took a very long time for me to give strong opinions on my live streams, but I've got that kind of frustrated with the way things have been going in sim racing. And yesterday was almost like the final straw, I've got to be honest. Yesterday, and the fiasco that I had. And then they brought out a hotfix that appears to have fixed it. It's worth turning the traction control up on this BMW GT3 to 6 or 7, and it really calms the power surge wheel spin that you get. That's about all I'm going to change, actually. Skeet says, hell no. Peter, okay, just watch their trailer again. 3 things. 1, IMSA MX-5 confirmed. Winner, winner. Chocolate dinner. 2, every category needs you to take at least take a test. Perfect, yeah. And 3, free online. Boom. Absolutely, Peter. It's such that that news alone should have sent shivers down the spine of Assetto Corsa and LMU. If they don't have a hurried, if both of them don't have a hurried meeting to discuss their business model and their charging approach. See, this turns in better. It's still a little bit like vague on turning with the tyre wall, but it's certainly better than the Porsche. I won't be any faster, mind you. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. Sorry for having a bit of a rant, but I kind of get the feeling from feedback from you guys that when I kind of voice these opinions, it's kind of the majority opinion as well. So once you guys start giving me little nuggets of feedback about my strong opinions, it kind of gives you confidence and bolsters your belief that you're not talking rubbish. I'm happy for either company, LMU or Evo, Tomato, to hear these comments, and I'll have a conversation with them if I ever got the opportunity. And they'd have difficulty arguing it. And they can't now. The other thing as well, what you've all got to realise is now that one company has come forwards and said you can do it, you can do all of it, and you can do it the ultimate cheap cost of nothing. Nobody out there can say we have to because of the costs involved. You clearly don't. The 25th of November, I think. Especially when you look at... I mean, I think there was a mistake made with the figures for QNOS and their multiplayer costs. If you wanted to rent a server space, I'm sure they made a mistake with their costing model because it's so extreme compared to LNU. It makes no sense whatsoever. And then, lo and behold, somebody comes along and goes, "Oh, you don't have to charge for it. We can make enough money from just selling the game and the DLC." I mean, ultimately, you end up paying for it one way or another. So you might find the DLC is an extra $1 or €1 or £1 more. But it certainly doesn't compare to the current costs. And what did I keep saying about AMS2 as well? AMS2 needed to get its multiplayer rock solid within the game. And for whatever reason, the decision was made that they'd put it out to a third party. And I said all along, it might work for a while, but people will get fed up of having to go here, go there, do this, do that. No, it's all got to be in the game. And it can be done. It's just been proved that it can be done. I'm not leaning on the braking enough. Well, they've already been talking about mod support, haven't they? I mean, I'm not sure how the multiplayer will work. Oh, missed my braking again. I'm not sure how the multiplayer will work in PMR for consoles, because don't you have to go through the PlayStation Store and the Xbox. My brain's not working now. I'm not sure how that'll work. There might be a little charge for them, I suppose. I have very little understanding of console side of things. Oh, somebody's talking. Hello. Hi, Matt. Thanks for letting me know you was there. You could have been sat in silence for hours. Yeah, that was hyped in it. They got nothing to back it up, though, had they? Yeah. Yeah, but well, LMU pretty much hit that spot, but because they're having to please public shareholders, the yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, I think they've taken the. I think they can probably improve the grip levels, and I think the shortcut to that is instead of if now what they did was if there was a controller within the programming, if AMS2 could lift the grip level of all the tracks and not concentrate on changing the grip for each individual car, that would probably make a lot more sense. But I don't know what programming controls they have. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, no, it's not that it's an all-singing wonder. It's the fact that business models come along and gone, no, actually, you can do it this way. Well, no, they're charging what, they're 50 quid for all the content that's going to be in there, which is far greater than anything that's come out recently. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the problem is, by the time I'd finished my live stream yesterday, there'd been a hotfix. And when you read that hotfix, it kind of very loosely kind of wavers on what I was struggling with, but it was worded not the same. So it was talking about fixing crashes and stuff. So it sounds to me like in that hotfix there was some kind of update in there that repaired my issue. But the trouble is I don't know when that hidden window faltered. So the only thing that's going to prove whether that hotfix has fixed it or not is time. But I drove it for a good few hours last night till about 3 o'clock in the morning, testing it, and then I drove it again for a few hours this morning, and I've not had any issues. And Silverstone's absolutely hands down the best rendition of Silverstone at the moment. No, I appreciate that, mate. I appreciated you replying quite swiftly yesterday morning. I was so stressed and cheesed off with everything yesterday morning. Yeah. It seems to at the moment. I'll probably do some more testing late tonight, see if it's well, I used to get it during a live stream in a qualifying session when cars were coming and going from the server, and the visuals would stutter and the force feedback would stutter as well, which I could never get my head around why the force feedback was being disturbed. Yeah, well, no, it's because I was doing qualifying and races, weren't I? So people were able to join the qualifying. Yeah. No. It is. It's okay. Just the tyre model's really wobbly and jellified at the moment. If they could tighten it up similar to LMU, it would be probably above LMU regarding handling and grip levels and stuff. It's just this vagueness in the tyre wall. Yeah, I did this morning. It's really good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can't feel that still. No. Yeah, you can feel it. And it doesn't have the lock-up issue either on the rear axle. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of vagueness on the initial turning. Yeah, I'm live streaming obviously, and a few of the regulars have jumped in and we're populating some of the servers that are already set up. No, can't at the moment. Yeah, it's extortion. Well, I reckon that somebody messed up on the figures, because like what they were talking about for self-hosting was extortion in comparison to everything else out there. Yeah, well, you only have to look at. Oh bloody hell! I'm running out of fuel. I didn't realise. I've never had that in one of these servers before. Normally they're fueled up to last the race. It's only the same as having your own Amazon server, AWS server. They're really cheap. They are. Yeah. It's pretty much, it's, well, hello. I did look at it, but I can't remember now. It's such a long time ago. It's another way of connecting and finding servers, I think, if I remember. I thought it was competitor to LMU, to LFN. There's so many acronyms now. 2 minutes to go. It's just whether I've got the fuel to finish it. It's my pet hate not having enough fuel to finish a race. I didn't realise quite how long the race was. This is probably the longest EVO race I've ever done, like online. It's not so bad if it's a decent track, like long enough. But when you're at like Brands Hatch doing a 20-minute race, it can feel like you're going round and round in circles and getting dizzy. Yeah, I actually get dizzy doing the Indy circuit. Okay. What was it? Like a 30-second lap? Especially with the paddock hill. That was a good venue. That is. It's such a shame it went to rack and ruin. Somebody just give me a nice little shot. Yeah, I've got chat. They've been nattering away. Cheers, mate. Sorry, gang. Having a good catch up with Matt B over on the Discord. I appear to have run out of fuel. I like the way it does it. It's better than AMS2's running out of fuel. Right, where did we get to? MX5, IMSA, hello. Video Gamer Guy, hello. Bit late to the party. Good modding a mini, excellent. Rantax run so bad for me. Evening VGG. What spec have you got, Crikes? What's your computer spec? I can't remember. Down to 40 FPS. Chubbs, I haven't played this since launch. I have 2.6 hours. Is it worth playing? It is, just to keep abreast of what they're doing with it. And it definitely feels better than it originally did, because the suspension has been the refresh rate of the reporting of the suspension movement is now at 1000 Hz where it wasn't before. Just the tile model's not quite up to scratch yet. Crikes, man, who did the starting grid on this layout? It's undrivable at the start. Everyone is just bumping into it. Have you not seen touring cars at Brands Hatch? Crikes. Chubbs. Hello, bit rude. Video game, is it? Matt did a video on the updated force feedback. Make sure you get that dialed in. Absolutely. Thank you very much for that. That was my next thing I gotta figure out. FFB settings. I don't know whether I can grab the link quick enough. Let's see if I can find it. I'm the only one allowed to put a link in, you know. Yeah, I'll put it in chat. There's a link to my force feedback video. You will also have to tweak. You will have to tweak per car, unfortunately, at the moment. Force feedback wise, but you'll get it. You'll get to grips with it. Rave agent, BMW injection in the derriere at the start. Yeah. Video Game Guy, it's a good starting point, but obviously your world drive's different. Get it to where you like it, and it is good. Just the tyre model's still wonky. I'm going to reiterate that. €1 per slot per month plus VAT. I don't know what that means though, Video Gamer Guy. Average Mike's in the house, hello. 26 months, Average Mike. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. The last lap. We were doing so well till we weren't. I bet League Racing Community won't be racing AC Evo. Nope, they won't. Peter, I think you're right. Video Game Guy, not when PMR is seemingly much larger car, track base and free. Well, it's not free. You still got to pay for it one way or another, but it'll be the cheapest option out there. And in theory, at the moment, in theory, it should be the cheapest and most advanced option out there, looking at that video that they put out earlier. And the AC one doesn't stop existing. Yeah, they're competing with their own product. It is a tough one. Video gamer guy. I did, Peter. Bought it. Crikes, an i5 on an RX 670. Yeah, you're kind of in the same boat as me, Crikes. You've probably only got another year or so for your use case. I know what my machine's a bit ahead of yours, but for your use case, you've probably only got another 12 months on that machine. And for my use case, because of live streaming and everything that I do, I've probably got less than a year on mine. Right, what are we doing next? IMSA MX5 confirmed, indeed. PMR seems to be my next go-to sim. Average Mike. They've just got to deliver a decent, not the best, just a decent driving experience. A decent to good driving experience. That's all they've got to do now. Everything, literally all of my wish list has been checked off for a sim title. Video gamer guy. Cheers, Matt. Wasn't sure if it had gone through it. Darren, have you managed to sort a new wheel and base out yet, Matt? No, I've had a reply back and I've been invited down to go and try some. So I'm hoping to do that probably next week or the week after. And then frantically saving pennies up at the moment. It's not cheap. So yeah, hopefully before Christmas I was hoping. Peter, oh no, sorry, I was so busy having a nice chat with Matt B. Let's have a look. Yep, that's fine, Peter. Yep, send it. Video gamer guy, I was referencing AC Evo hosting costs. So €30 plus VAT for a player lobby. But yeah, it's too much money. It's too much. 30 euros a month is way... You don't pay that for your own server on AWS. And PMRs come along and say you don't have to pay anything. I mean, you will, like I say, you probably pay an extra euro, dollar or pound on every DLC, or 150 or whatever, more than the comparable DLC. We'll soon find out. And if they get it wrong, you just won't drive it, will you, at the end of the day? Did about 2 laps in 2 races. It's going well for me so far. Oh no. What are we doing next? What do we fancy? Shall we jump into this qualifying for this BMW? So a different BMW. I'm going stealth. It doesn't, purely because it doesn't match my driving style. I don't know how long we've got left in the why we need information in this section to say how much time is left in the qualifying or whatever it is. Average Mike. Well, I have to go to my daughter's floorball practice. Floorball? What's floorball, Average Mike? Educate me. I don't know what that is. I am a heathen, unless you're supposed to say football. I know what football is, but floorball. Are you typing with fat fingers, like I do? Thank you, Average Mike. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for everything, Mike. Oh. Right, I drove this car in AC1 a lot for that time trial competition I did. And at the moment, this feels, from memory, because I haven't driven it in AC1 for a while, it feels very similar to AC1 actually. Apart from that initial turning there, but we are still on cold tyres. I think I've got the steering rotation set up wrong. It looks very nice though, doesn't it? Overcast, gloomy, here at Spielberg. Oh, okay. I guess you hadn't typed it wrong. That's why when I initially read it out, I thought that sounds like a real thing, but I couldn't think for the life of me what it is. Right. My driving style is saying I need to get rid of some traction control out of this. Snappy. And yes, I know the tyres are not right yet. I've warmed that left-hand rear up. I'm going to look that up. Yeah, I definitely need to change that. Wheel rotation is wrong for this car. I also think at the moment the default 900 degrees rotation or 1080 degrees of rotation in Assetto Corsa EVO, tomato doesn't suit every car. So I have mine turned quite low. I think I've got it at 560 or 520 for the Caterham and the GT3. But for other cars like this, it definitely the rotation is too narrow. But at the moment, EVO tomato doesn't allow you to save settings per car. So they've either got to find something that fits all cars or allow you to save per car. Nice jolt on the steering in changing gear. Uh-oh. Technical speak. I mean, you can really catch slides quickly, but it doesn't feel quite right. Darren, there's a slipstream race today, Matt. What's the time? I did ask the question in the midweek channel on slipstream. Have they answered, have they, Darren? I'll have a look in a minute when I stop driving round in circles. Thanks for letting me know, Darren. Yeah, there is a familiarity between this car and AC1. Same car. You know you're in AC basically, but the tyre initial turning is different. But I must say, I know it's not up there as a level of upper level of importance, but I am enjoying the graphics in AC Evo and LMU. It's a fun race. Oh, okay. I might not do that then. I might just carry on live stream. Are you joining us, Darren? I need to come back to the pits and alter this steering ratio. I don't need to come back to the pits, but I want to get off the track. I just thought I haven't got my what's it running either. Sacked again. Why can't I see that? Bear with. See if we get a glitch by starting that software up. Right, there's my current settings for this car. It doesn't feel quite right, but it's not too bad. let's just do that very quickly because we've only got a minute and a bit. 420, that's really narrow. I didn't think it was that low. So as a guess, for this car in real life, it's somewhere around that or maybe slightly higher. No, it might be 520. I have got a spreadsheet somewhere with wheel rotations for some of the race cars that exist. I used to use it when I was driving ACC. Still valid, I think. This will be a nice surprise. I wanted to take some TC out. How much time? We've got a minute left. I'll probably regret that, but we're going to do it anyway. We like riving dangerously. Oh God, the ability to speak might be nice one day. I don't even know whether I've got enough fuel either now. We'll soon find it. Good luck, everybody. Crikes, is that because I'm behind you? And you've seen my ability to get this car turned in and stopped? This is a twitchy car, by the way. There's a few track day companies that have got these, and I've seen them at Donington quite often. And they do have a bit of a... Once you can see people's confidence go up, and then they have a big twitch, and then their confidence level comes back down again, and they have to start all over again. Yeah, altering that traction control wasn't the smartest idea. Smooth and progressive, man. Smooth and progressive. Do it properly, man. You are so late on the brakes there, Craigs. No wonder you've gone off. Looks very pleasant, doesn't it? There's nothing offensive about the graphics in this. It all looks very, very good. I've got a rock solid 61 frames per second, which is where I've locked it to at the moment. Can probably squeeze a bit more, actually. Darren, are you still there? Sorry, no panic. Are you there, Sydney? Dave! Dave! Toffee Chris. I did go through a phase where that was my favourite candy / chocolate bar in the UK when I was a kid.
can't park there, Dave.
Only me and Matt will remember that. Yeah, not for the kid. No, they still sell them, don't they? Well, at least he's not gapping me like he does in AMS2. That's all I can say. The wheel rotation's still not quite right. I didn't go far enough with it. Let me catch that quick then, didn't it? Oh, he's had a moment. He's parked in the wall. Come on, Crikes, get back on the horse. No rage quitting, Crikes. If I can't, you can't. That's the deal. No rage quitting at the Sim Racers Arms. I was talking to Lawrence Dusoswa, Potato Nation man, on one of his live streams. So we were having a nice chat on the live stream about rage quitting. And they're not allowed to rage quit either in his community. There's a lot to be learned by not rage quitting. See, the more I drive some of these cars, the more I'm starting to think it's not just a tyre model issue with some of the snappy oversteers and stuff. It could be a very mild suspension issue on the rear axle, but also something to do with the diff. But it's hard to say. Well, from watching you go into a couple of these corners, Craigs, I would say that your braking was just a little bit late and heavy and disturbing the car going in. You've obviously driven so many LMP cars in LMU that you're trying to brake in a BMW the same as you do in an LMP. Not telling you don't know how to drive, but if you bought those habits from LMU, especially in because this is basically a mildly tuned and raced up road car. It's not that far from the actual road car because it's still got all the dashboard and everything. Is there really only 3 of us left? Woo! Braking phase is already done going into the corner though. Well, according to your brake lights, you weren't braking till about there when I was following you. If you look back at the live stream, you'll see your brake lights weren't coming on till very, very late. I just drive fine one lap and then do the exact same input and then just let go. Could be to do with the tyres as well. There's only 2 of us left now. Come on, guys. No rage quitting. I gotta admit, even though I'm not happy with the way the tyres are behaving and something odd is happening in the rear axle, it's being fairly consistent for me. I'm bound to go off now. A winning is a win, regardless of the number. At least Pedro's sticking with me. Thank you, Pedro. Apart from a couple of little things and the tyres, this car's not bad. There's a bump on the exit, and if you get on the throttle just at the wrong point, it spits you like that. Can somebody out there who's been driving with us just jump into the lobbies and see what's available and do a recommendation from the list? Turning into a hot lapping. Right, there's that bump. It's just on the transition from the shortened track to the GP track. There's probably a change in grip as well, thinking about it. Have you seen that iRacing now charging for a previously free track? Yeah, you might find that it's down to licensing costs, video gamer guy. Looks like we might have enough fuel to finish this one. Yep, just there. At least it's predictable, right? Oi, hello. Silky smooth. Oh, Costa and Darren Whitehouse has joined. Yeah, my brain still hurts thinking about that people are joining a live race. So you can only do about 80% throttle until after the merge onto the Grand Prix track. Then you can give it full, and then you keep the car balanced. It wasn't a bump, it's the camber change is just really subtle. There goes the sump. I'm leaving a trail of oil all down the track. Hello, darling. Sorry, say that again, Peter. You're a bit quiet. Yeah, we've got 2 minutes of this one left. Have they increased the length of the races on the servers? Because that one at Brands Hatch was really long. He did. I think it's because you're going round and round and round and round on a shorter circuit. Sound like a plan. Nearly finished. Ew. Come on, car. That was me being very greedy on the throttle. Right, we're going to do a bit of Bathurst any minute now. But I will need a BRB. King Kodak's in the house. How did you... I was thinking about you yesterday, King Kodak. I was thinking during yesterday's live stream, I wonder how Snetterton was. Not Snetterton. I've done it again. Thruxton. How are the tomatoes, potatoes? All right. I just wish they'd hurry up and tweak this tyre model. How was your weekend? How was your commentating? Oh, people have arrived in Discord. Yeah, I definitely need a human pit stop. Right, let's see what we got. There's a Bathurst race somewhere. There we go. So we go on this SimGrid BMW and AMG E190 Mount Panorama. I fancy a bit of that. I'm going in the Mercedes because it made me chuckle the last time I drove it. Right. Thruxton went really well. It was a lot of fun, though we had a lot of trouble with the P8. So the ground crew had a lot of frantic work to do. The frantic work to do to fix it turned out someone had gone through again. It's always the way. It was either going to be water or somebody's cut through it. Right. What we need to do is we need to put plenty of fuel in. We're definitely going to go for stickier tyres in this car. Don't tell everybody. Right. Can we... No, we can't. Right. I'm going for a BRB. Helps if you had a BRB button set up. There we go.
Why would you do that? Why would you break? It's just first corner. You can't be late. It's just a first lap. Why are you mad? That one really loves you more than your dad. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Speedy Gonzales. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Sim Racers on. Matthew is a cheater, cause he's the host. Host never got lags, disconnected at most. Arriba, would you do that? Why would you break? It's just first corner. You gotta go flat out. Hey, hey. Oh, hey. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you break? It's just first corner. You gotta go flat out. Hey, hey. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Speedy Gonzales. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Sim Racers arms. Ra, da, 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 da. Hey. Ra, da, 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 da. Hey. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Speedy Gonzales. Arriba, arriba, andale, arriba, Sim Racers arms.
The day was tough, my mind was tight, stress creeping in.
Right, I'm back. We're on race number 3 as well. I forgot to do something. I'm gonna get the sack. Unbelievable behaviour. Let me just do a bit of admin quick. Right, we're having a lock-in. I haven't got my championship race today with Slipstream, so we'll have a lock-in. We'll keep going with Evo, Tomato, Tomato until my arms fall off. I need to do some practice, might you. Also need to do some admin that I forgot to do before the live stream started. Right, that's that done, that done, that done. Back on there, there we go. Right, where were we? So Saturday I had radio mic on the edge of its range, which kept cutting out, and the second box was... No! The Sunday main box fixed, and the second box had radio. You even have a Tomato t-shirt. Well, the thing is I'm going to really upset everything now, and I'm going to put on this hat. Although I haven't got it set up for my Mahusive head and headphones, and I'm going to wear that as well because I'm kind of really looking forward to the PMR dropping. I won this hat in a competition before when it was going to be GT Revival, and then they changed the name but kept the logo. Never trust a person you can't see the eyes of. Okay. Beast shoes in the house. Hello. When changing rotation in game, are you matching control panel? No, I'm changing it. I'm matching both. There's something not quite finished in that department, I think. And if you remember, the best way to get ACC to steer correctly was you used to have to manually match the actual rotation of the car in the real life as you did in game. That's why I've got a spreadsheet with all the wheel rotations for all the GT3, GT4 cars. So I'm guessing some kind of thing has filtered through to this from that. Nice scenery. Do enjoy driving this car, it's a lot of fun. No worries, Stu. Obviously that's what I do, it's not what everybody does. And I'm not saying I'm right either. I'm saying this is what I do. I am bigging up Project Motor Racing because I think it needs it. Because on paper, they've done everything that the majority of sim racers have asked for. And purely from that, they need a bit of support. But I tell you what, they better get it right. Yeah, there's the tyre model. There's something not quite right with the tyre model still. Suspension and physics and tyre grip is pretty good. But this kind of softness, jelly kind of softness to the initial turning, and feels like the sidewall kind of doing things that it shouldn't do. And there's, I'm sure, not on all cars, but on some cars, the rear axle is doing something funny. And it might be linked to the tyres, it might be a suspension thing, it could be a diff thing. At the moment, because there's not enough clarity from the tyres, it's really hard to pinpoint where the error lies further back up the suspension side of things. We'll just park it there, shall we? Tyres feeling a bit blue. Yeah, absolutely. That's not a bad... that's a really good description, actually. I like that. Well done, B Stew. You see, I've heard some people say that there's a delay in the steering. Now, if the tyres were balloony like you, imagine a balloon being pressed onto the track surface and then being rotated. There will be a delay because of the flexibility in the sidewall of the balloon and thus the tyre. Somebody in chat has actually given a good description to the tyre feel. Balloony. So you imagine a... no, don't be silly. That's not a real thing. So you imagine a balloon being pressed onto the track surface and then rotating it. There's going to be a delay in the rotation because of the way the balloon moves. So yeah, it's not a bad description, actually. Oh, we've got to qualify now, have we? I thought that was qualifying. How you, Darren? Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I probably won't be doing the Slipstream fun race. I'll probably stick with this until people get fed up with it. Or fed up with me, one or the other. So just, if you're driving Assetto Corsa EVO Tomato at the moment, not necessarily now, but, you know, generally, just imagine the way the car is moving, pitching, rolling, and then tighten up the tyre situation so it's similar to LMU's initial turning. It wouldn't half make a difference. And then take away the £30 a month for hosting your own races. Which, it still sounds really strange, that number. I don't know where that number comes from. then we can have a real good time with this Assetto Corsa EVO Tomato. Ooh. Always forget that this has got ABS. Was it one of the first road cars to have ABS? This. Oh my word! Caught it. Have I missed some chat? If you have an account before tomorrow, even if inactive, it's free. It's not like they don't. Wow, I've got an iRacing account that's inactive, so I'll be alright, chat. Skeets, Bathurst looks so different in this game. In what respect? The racetrack itself is very familiar. I know where I am. I know roughly where the braking points are and the turning in points, he says famously as he gets to turn 1 wrong. Nice little slide. Whilst qualifying, don't slow down to try and read the signage. I was trying to read that great big sign. Such a fool. I love the way the curbs are getting rubbered in as well. Kind of reminds me a little bit like ACC. That used to rubber in the circuit and the curbs heavily as well. I don't think it feels that different, to be honest. I know that visually it looks a little bit different, but that was always going to happen because I was on a good lap. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for choosing the Sim Racers arms and having a little look at Assetto Corsa EVO Tomato, as I prefer to call it. We're at the rally school here at Bathurst, by the looks of my driving style. Yeah, I changed my FOV. I got it set up just right in LMU, believe it or not, and then I matched AC EVO Tomato and AMS2. I found a car and, well, I found tracks that were in all three, got LMU set up, took a screenshot, loaded it on a spare monitor, and then I visually matched the same corner car position to LMU to the others. It definitely helped. And when I go back to the FOV calculator that's available online that everybody swears by, it doesn't work for me at all. And again, that's where it comes down to personal preference and what helps you sim race. Not saying that my FOV is perfect for everybody, but once I found the sweet spot in LMU, I transferred it across. visually as best I could. Uh-oh. Yeah, I've got it, I've got you. You're alright, you're alright. Smooth and progressive map, please. But Stu, it could be Skeets. What is chat's opinion of OLED? I love the look of them, but I can't justify the cost and the concern of the burning. And even though they have this where they move the whole screen around automatically periodically to spread the burn, it's still a thing apparently. I like the idea of the look. I like the idea of the running costs. Crikes is in first. I've just managed to sneak second. Right, we're going to drive better this time. I'm down on... No, we're almost dead level. Yep, the split is smack on the money. Oh, we're edging ahead. Wonder if we can get the braking zone a little bit better here. Famous last words. I'm bound to stuff it in the wall. I love the way the cars have a little fidget when you're heavy on the brakes. I was a bit late on the gear change to fourth. We got yellow flags. Whoa, we lost time there. We're not going to get that back. Straight line it, why not? Did I just say we weren't going to get it back and we nearly got it back? Oh no. That's outrageous. The only way I could get it rotated going into the elbow at the top of the hill there was to slam it into first gear and lock up the rear axle like a handbrake. 3 or 4 laps. Nice. This car is such a lot of fun to throw around. Lost a 10th in the last corner. I lost 3 tenths, gained 3 tenths, lost 3 tenths, and now I'm just driving it like I've stolen it. My handbrake does work. Awful front sliding in the middle of a corner. Okay. hopefully this will be an interesting race. No, not me. I've been doing it on vintage tyres that are down to the canvas. Honest. One and a half seconds if I get it together. Skeets, Matt is preparing for the race. Also, I don't know what to do with the ABS. I feel like the moment it triggers, it extends the braking zone instantly. With the older technology ABS, it will not be as quick as a well-practiced manual braking. We've got quite a few in the lobby. We're doing well. I'm trying to fully avoid it right now. Yeah. Like I say, on any ABS, any traction control from the early days of that technology, you will, if you've got lots of practice, you will be quicker by braking manually. Ultra modern ABS and traction control is a completely different story. Here we go, 5 seconds left. Skeets. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've been trying to avoid it. ABS totally. Skeets. ABS slows down braking by design. Video game guy. Yep. I can nerd out about coefficient of friction, sliption, and stiction. I think you should have that as a tattoo. I've lost track of what race we're on, you know. I normally keep on top of it. We have got Peter Smith and Darren Whitehouse over in Discord chat. Link to Discord down below. Go and join the boys for a nice little chat. Modern ABS does slow you down generally quicker. Yeah, because the technology has evolved so much and everything's so much faster now to process. Like I say, that Mitsubishi I had with the, what do they call it in the Mitsubishis? EPS, is it? Where it independently brakes each wheel depending on the slip. That was superb, that was. Right, here we go. It's also an equation. I think I got enough fuel. Oh, the racing 12 sec. What? Watch the time. It's a very short interval. Math is life. Well, it's our interpretation of life, isn't it? When we do finally admit there's aliens, it'll be interesting to see if they use math. Craigs, the game kicking my wheel to the left every time we advance the session. So annoying. Yeah, there's still a lot of bugs that need ironing out. There's no getting away from it. Oops. Concentrating. Lost so much time clipping that ball at the bottom of the hill. No! Uh-oh. 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 Guy, try upping the gain damper. What, the dynamic damper? There was a 3-wide pinball moment just as we entered the Conrad, and video gamer guy come off the worst. Luckily I was on the inside of the two of them, so. He's in YouTube chat. Yeah. Right, I keep catching at the corner of my, on the right hand side of the screen. I keep catching some weird artifacts from the redraw. Hello, what's happening there? Oh my word. I think we've got the best seat in the house for this one. Hello, don't be mean to the wall. That BMW is worth considerably less now. Didn't see how short the time was to ready up. Missed the start. Pit exit was red for like 1 whole minute after everybody had been past. Oh no. Yeah, it did that to me last week, didn't it, if you remember? I don't know why some combos the time is shorter between quali and race. There must be a hidden there must be a server setting somewhere. Well, we're feeling a little bit worse for wear. We have been pinballed out of the way a couple of times. Such is the nature of tin top racing. One thing I will give AC is even with the controller you can feel the force feedback. See, just there, saw the artifacts again. Is it just in that one place I keep seeing? Darren did the same as me. Right, let's start closing this gap. Uh-oh. Still happening. Ah, thank you very much. Run away! We might have some jokes in a minute from the jokes channel on Discord. There's some in there that are readable on on live stream. Go on. Whoosh. Can't wait for Fuji this weekend. Yeah, I like Fuji. It's a good layout. It's got a fantastic scenery. Got that mega long start-finish straight. Oh, somebody's cooking. Hello. I'll wait. Don't worry, Mum. I cannot get past him. He slowed me down that well. She slowed me down that much. Oh, we've got to get past this BMW now. Video gamer guy, Peter is really sorry. Okay. You don't want me to pass, Mum? Well, you deserve to go on the grass there. Oh, we need to get back into our groove. Burparks, hello. Bathurst, baby. I'm glad I slowed down to read what you put. I'm going to read it out, but I just paused momentarily. You can mount panorama, but she might make you dismount sharpish. Then BMWs seem to be a bit rapid in a straight line. Thank you, Peter, for apologising in chat to Video Gamer Guy. He'll appreciate that. Considering I've got a partly broken car, we're doing not too bad, and we got held up so badly by Mum on the last lap.
You can't park there, Dave. You can't park there, Dave.
Too much fun. Just look at the oh no, where's he gone? Where's Dampo gone? We might get one more lap out of this. Run away! Grass is the enemy of race cars. It certainly is. I'll never forget seeing the... I was absolutely in shock at Donington Park, standing at the old hairpin square pin with my dearly beloved father, and a Lotus Europa came round the old hairpin square pin, got a tiny little tank slapper on, went off to the infield onto the wet grass and travelled so far uphill, hit the barrier. You can't believe the speed he hit it at and how far he travelled on the wet grass, and they had to cut him out of the car. He was alright, but he couldn't get out. It mangled the car that bad, he just couldn't get out. And like, just remember standing there going, oh my god, how far did that car travel on wet grass? And we're talking a Lotus Europa, so not the fastest car in the world. It's just like amazing. Very relieved that he was alright. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, there's a bit of lag on the YouTube, so I'm just coming down the Conrod for the last time. Apparently the vineyard on the inside of this circuit is world-renowned winemaker, apparently. Yeah. They've won lots of awards for their wine over the years, apparently. I don't know who it is, I need to look it up, really. It's one of those interesting but not interesting pieces of trivia. Knowing the Aussies while they're driving the stock cars around. I can't remember. Have either of you tried reversing in Assetto Corsa and turning the steering wheel? It's still very, very broken. It's a very odd experience. Have you tried it, Aaron? No, just reverse on track and then turn just gently. Oh, you can't. Well, it forces you to do a J-turn whether you want to do it or not. Right, where were we? Carrying damage. Oh, that was Peter and Video Gamer Guy apologising. Well done. Furfox, tiny tyres, low friction, but did it fold? Yeah, and it, like I say, he wasn't injured, but he was stuck in there. That had to cut him out. That upset me. seeing a little Lotus Europa being cut open. We went through a little phase at Birmingham Wheels, short oval, and Hengstford short oval, and some of the Autograss short ovals where they had very overzealous medical teams that would not let you get out of the car and always wanted to cut the roof off. And you'd hear a driver saying, "If you cut my roof off, just let me get out of the car, then you can look at me." I would have been the same. If they'd have tried to cut my car off, I would have gone berserk. Right, we are looking for Laguna Seca in the MX-5s. Is it the Kunos one? There's an MX-5 Cup. Low fuel motorsport. Is SimGrid a competitor to LFM? The name rings a bell. Matt B was asking earlier, and I do remember looking it up when it first came out, but I can't remember where it is now. Low fuel motorsport. Oh, hang on, let me just type. Will this work? #18. MX-5 at Laguna Seca. Found it. Thank you. So we're going into lobby. If you do #18 in the search box, it should come up, and it's midday at Laguna Seca in the MX-5s. Highly aggressive suspension setup on this car. Can't be that many of them left. Well, this was a long time ago. A very long time ago. I've probably got photos of it somewhere, but they're old school photos. Let's just drive it as is. Blah 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 blah. Hey! Why does this feel so different? Have they even... No, the force feedback's very light compared to where it was the last time. Once you just get past centre, it used to go really heavy, as if there was too much camber on the front tyres. So in a straight line, it's not really how it works, but in effect it would be running on the inner edges of the tyre, and when you make the turn, the tyre sits up and flattens out the contact patch on the outside wheel, and you could feel it before, but now it's kind of a lot lighter. I did read somewhere that they tweaked a few of the cars. I can't remember what they did to them. Well done, Darren. I'm impressed. Whoa, hello. It's a bit snappier than before as well. Grippy. Hello. No, you never used to do that out in the final corner before. Am I on the wrong tyres or something? Oh, is it? I'll get the hang of it. I just need to readjust. Yeah, that's a good idea. Right, this feels different from the last time we drove it, and we only drove it a week ago. I do remember reading something about some cars being updated. What the heck? Yeah, it styled it out. That's stunt driving for you. Them tyres are... what is different? What is... Hang on a minute, let me stop and change something. Something's not quite right here. I don't understand. I think it's the fact that you, at the moment in the current build, there's not one setting for every car. I think that's the biggest problem. Somebody said change the dynamic damping to 40%. So we'll do that. Oh, excuse me, see if that makes any difference. Come back. Change the... Go back to the pit lane, change the setup. Let's just check a few things. Yeah, Russ Swift has got nothing on us. Video gamer guy, my FFB controls carry across all cars. Mine don't. Nowhere near. So we got ABS. Plenty of fuel. Oh, what? 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 That was short. Well, video gamer guy, don't get me wrong, it does, but it's not optimum for each car as it carries across. I don't want to mess with that. Don't want to mess with that. Aero. Slicks or wet, so we can't be on the wrong tyres either. Okay. Settings, controls. Oh, I've changed that, haven't I already? Right, let's get cracking and get some practice in the quali. Warming up my tyres. You see, if I leave that dynamic damping on too high on say the BMW GT3 or what's the other one? There's something else. Oh, the Caterham, and I can't remember the other car. There's another car. If I leave it too high on those, it completely spoils the clarity. Don't look, I did not spin. Well, fortunately for you, video gamer guy, unlike me, everybody's watching. Well, not everybody. You know what I mean. I have a certain audience that can verify when I spin. This car does feel like it will be a lot of fun once I've dialed everything in. AMS2 should have had it by now. Imagine the fun we could have had in AMS2 with this car. Yeah, that turning was so aggressive. Then I clipped the sausage. Get off your phone, mate. He's grassing on me. I really like the dashboard and the steering wheel in this. They balance the clarity and the detail very nicely. It's not overly sharpened and stuff like that. Whoa! Can't finish an outlet without. It's taken a while to. One, it's taking a while to get the tyres up to 10. Two, they've changed the strength of the force feedback in the base line of this car, and they've changed. I remember reading something else they changed on this car. This was one of the cars on the list. I need to have a look. But it's just one of those things at the moment with Assetto Corsa EVO, Tomato. They're updating it on a really regular basis and tweaking things and changing things. So it's just a case of adapting your driving as quick as you can. Manual blips seem to be helping in the slower corners. Hello. See, it should do that. A little MX-5 will do that snap slide. I think at the moment finding that sweet spot of. I showed videos yesterday of slow motion footage of some of the cars coming around Redgate Corner, Turn 1 at Donington. And some of those cars, there's a sweet spot of just enough slide before you break out into a understeer oversteer. I call it four-wheel drift, where you're not doing much with the steering wheel, but the whole car's sliding around the corner. Now it only suits certain cars to do that. You certainly wouldn't be doing it in an LMP car to that degree, or a GT3. Well, a little bit in a GT3. For a car like this, you need to have the car just on the edge of that movement to get the maximum performance and heat retention in the tyres. As you can see, these tyres are going cold already, and we're at Laguna Seca of all places, which isn't a cold place. It's in the middle of a desert, look. That felt not too bad through there. Cold rear tyres, warm front tyres, means you will get snap. Progressive slip angle, I like it. Thank you, Furfox. Getting a Burger King for lunch. Can you... Oh, Skeets, do you remember they used to do, at Burger King, they used to do a bacon double Swiss? That's a blast from the past. They haven't done it for years. That was my go-to burger from Burger King. Laguna Seca. Oh, so playful. One of the most difficult tracks in Gran Turismo. So can you get me one of those skeets? Can you ask if they're going to do it again? That bacon double Swiss burger that they used to do back in the 90s, I think it was. No, I think they carried on into the 2000s, you know. We're on a half decent lap. That is a tricky corner there, that left-hander. If you're going too much sideways like that, you're going slow. Right, what have we done with that time? Second. Too much of a snap. Smooth and progressive, Matt. Smooth and progressive. There you go, there's time. We're still a bit scruffy through the middle of the corner though. Losing it again, mate. Might want to soften the anti-roll bar on the front a little bit. Just to... There's a tiny amount of understeer for my driving style. We could have been in so much trouble there. Oh, we gained loads of time there. Am I gonna... Oh, still not close enough to Craigs. Uh-oh. 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 Still uh-oh. No point trying to recover that lap. Once you've got a half decent timing and there's not much time left on the clock, you might go for a might as well go for a do or die quali lap. And I've just done it and it didn't work, so we'll park in the sand. Whopper combo with peach, mango, lemonade, and that sounds not bad actually. Canada to England is kind of far. Nah, you'll manage it, Skeets. Fur Fox, KFC chips left the chat. Burger King got good chips. McDonald's are the best. No, I'm not keen on the McDonald's anymore. Once they moved to skinned fries, I went off them. I prefer the previously over-fried fries. As long as not too salty. Yeah. Fur Fox, that's the funny thing about McD's. Their fries are so good sometimes, especially hot. I like them extra crispy. But I feel like I'm so far off the car limits, but at the same time, I can't feel the limit. Yeah, exactly that, Crikes. You've got that right. It's such. I'm kind of at a point with the driving this car where I'm ready to catch at any minute because I can't quite feel what the tyres are doing. But, It's the yeah. Well, don't forget Laguna Seca, because it's out in the desert. It gets very dusty. It's notoriously slippy, isn't it, Skeets? You're that side of the world. I know you're not that low down, but I know you're that side of the world. I spent more time in reverse. Kept attacking the curves and pay. Yeah, don't touch the sausages. Fur fox, isn't it because of the because the sand gets blown around everywhere? I thought it was that. Have you seen some of the drifting they do here? I don't know whether it was a real video, but I saw a guy go under the bridge sideways, flick it here, go sideways under the bridge all the way down to turn 1 and 2, and then drift all the way around to 3 and 4. Yeah. It is in AMS2, to be fair. It's not as bad as it was. It used to be a lot slipperier in AMS2 than it is now. Right then, my task is to pit manoeuvre Crikes whilst holding up Video Gamer Guy. The pit manoeuvre will shuffle Crikes into the path of Video Gamer Guy and Darren Whitehouse. Then I can make a breakaway and run away at the front of the pack. It's not working so far. I've just slammed the door on Video Gamer Guy and I've missed my gear, so he's sneaking ahead into the braking zone. I didn't change the anti-roll bar, did I? Bit of sausage there. Smooth and progressive, everybody. Smooth and progressive. Sand, sun and elevation. I'm sure Crikes has put different fuel in his car to me. Crikey. I nearly grabbed the handbrake then to get it round. Crikes is off again, look. Please stop. That's not how you do them two. Ooh, that was a surprising snap. I've lost confidence in the car. Confidence, I should say. Oh no, too much curb. Whoa. That would have pushed the turret through the bonnet, that would have. The strut, I should say. Oh, big tank slapper. No, never gonna recover that one. That was called panic steering, because I thought the car behind was going to hit me. Then as I rotated, I realised it'd gone as well. But I didn't know how close behind the next car was, so I thought I'd better get a wriggle on it. It's hurt my neck a bit. I think this is race number 4. Oh no. It's alright. Completely missed my turning point. Didn't turn, stayed on the brakes, and then managed to do a very late apex. Right, 'cause he's gone, he certainly is. Second ahead. I like the car noises and chassis noises when you go over some of these sections. Hello. He's now 11.5 seconds. He's doing different things to different. He's like. I know I'm not the best in the world, clearly. But where Crikes is finding some of this time from, wow. What did I say in qualifying? Don't touch the sausage. Solid bushings, you're backwards. Yeah, can you imagine it? Clonking on some of these. Why did I do second gear? It's not a second gear corner. Great trouble. I'm not coming off the throttle for anything. Yeah, I'm struggling. Not only am I struggling, I'm sweating as well. And the concentration on the force feedback and what's happening. Cheers there. Front looks terrible. Yeah, the whole car, once it's unsettled, it's so kind of twitchy and there's no progressiveness to it. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but you can definitely feel where it needs the improvements. We will try and do. I've got some more testing to do. I've got more testing to do. Might finish my sentence with LMU today and maybe tomorrow. And I need to do a test live stream, and then hopefully next week we will do some. LMU. Oh, stop hitting it. You can see why Crikes is 20 seconds ahead at this point, can't you? Like, awful driving. Just can't quite feel enough front or rear axle. I still get the impression every now and again, and I know it sounds really weird as an explanation, but every now and again the car gives me a sense. How can I explain it? That the front and rear axles are not connected in the same way to the car, in the way that they slide. I can't explain. I think it's that progression I keep talking about. There's a weird snap and correction that you do. But there, it feels lovely. I'm so kind of not confused by Assetto Corsa's current physics, force feedback and tyre model. It's just something not working together as a whole package. Yeah, it's like that correction there. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I've got the force feedback set up right for this car now they've changed it. I think that's one of the issues. There's something going that's not quite right, and I don't think it's purely tyres, although I think the tyres are furthest away from where they need to be compared to the suspension and the general physics of the car. The trouble is you could change and fix the tyres to feel like LMU regarding turning and sidewall, and then the suspension might not feel right. So it's kind of the path we're on with the development of Evo, Tomato at the moment. I think the other thing as well, like, for me anyway, once it goes into a slide it feels very nervous during the slide itself. It doesn't give you any confidence to try and progressively catch it or work with the slide. And a lot of slides you can. It's kind of what Crikes was saying earlier. It doesn't feel he's found that the limit of the car, where at the same time you feel like you're going to drop it in a slide at any second that's not recoverable. It's a very odd sensation, because normally a car's either nervous or it's not, and then it's down to setup a lot of the time. Blimey, Crikes is pulling about 2 seconds a lap on me now. The other thing as well, at the moment we don't know about tyre wear. You look at the graphic for the tyres, there's no indication of whether you're wearing the tyres out or whether they're still the same as what they were when you first started, All we've got is temperatures at the moment. Tomorrow is AMS2. Oh, I thought it was Friday. Sorry, Skeets. No, tomorrow's AMS2. Friday? I'm going to try and find some time to finish testing LMU and try and get back on some live streaming with LMU. But I am not spending any more money with LMU until I know exactly what we're getting with Project Motor Racing. That's for a fact. What's the time? Nearly 7 o'clock. See, that felt progressive. Just... I suppose it's just the state of a early, like, beta version of a game. There's inconsistencies that have still got to be ironed out, and I get that. But the other thing as well, it's like myself, Peter Smith, who's been in chat and he's over in Discord, have been putting in reports of what we feel need looking at. And when you're driving this car, you're trying to understand and then what's happening, and then try and work out a way of wording it so somebody else would understand. Another podium. I'll tell you what, I don't like to upset you all, but we might just stop doing AMS2 and just concentrate on doing AC Evo, because I've never had so many podiums on a live stream. Quakes is a real race, he certainly is. Oh my god, I didn't die in that race. I'm sad I didn't manage to get a 1.34. I don't think you did. I think it's because Crikes has done something funny, I think. Because the leaderboard did that in another race. And somebody was in chat and said, oh, okay. Yeah, I think when it kicks you out of this session, it gives you the correct leaderboard. So I'm not quite sure how it's calculating that at the moment. There were some corners where it felt really good and you felt like satisfied with what you did. And then other corners, you just go, what's going on here? I can't quite understand what I'm supposed to be doing with the steering wheel. Yeah, it feels a little bit more floaty, is the word I want to use. Nope. It's hard to put it into words though, isn't it? Exactly what's going on. Yeah. It is. Right. Have we got something different we can drive? We've done 2 BMWs. We've done the Cayman. We did the MX-5. There's a practice session with all cars driving at Spa. A GP time attack. What does that do? And you can, oh, hang on. So if you click on that one, oh, it's limited to the Honda as well. Oh no, it's not. No, you can pick any car you want. What? Depends if it's just the BMW, or you can pick whichever GT3 you want. No, it's just the BMW by the looks of it. See what else we can do. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, hang on a minute. What's this? Right. Okay. That'll be interesting if we can do that one. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Hang on, let me just type. There's a SimGrid GT variety at Fuji. And there's a hot lap or a race. And so if you just type VAR in the search bar, you'll get 2 races. And it's the second one down that's a race. And you get to pick any of the GT cars. So you get either the Ferrari, the Lambo, the Maserati, Fuji, I think it was, the Merc, or the Porker. Yeah, the race one. I'm going to try the Maserati. I was going to say, when it first came out, it was pretty good. I'm not sure what it'll be like now. Will you stop copying me? No, not yet. It's not late enough yet. Right, I'll catch up with chat. Right. So, it's the... If you type VAR in search, it's the race weekend one. We're still in practice. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. I think the loading times aren't too bad in between the races either. Where did we go? Right, could have done it if I put it all together. Video Gamer Guy, have you contacted any manufacturers to see if you can get a wheelbase, etc. for a review on the channel? Really hard to do. I'm an affiliate with Fanatec. I'm an affiliate with Race Anywhere. I'm an affiliate with SimHound, and you can't get them. You can't even get yet. Because I was in a meeting with Fanatec, I think it was around Christmas, and I put forward that any review units that have done the rounds through the big content creators could be passed down to the smaller content creators and let them have a go, because if it's still on sale, it's still relevant as a review, and it supports the smaller content creators. Nothing's happened. They seemed quite interested when I put the suggestion forward, but nothing's happened. Oh no, don't want to do that. No, don't want to do. What am I doing? That's more like it. It would be nice. I don't mind if I just have it for a while and give it back. I mean, some used to be really generous and you used to get to keep it if you generated enough sales. Or what they used to do, they used to give the option to buy it at a discount, so nobody had to deal with restocking then, you see, sending it back and restocking. Right, this Maserati, when it first hit Assetto Corsa EVO Tomato, was quite impressive. The one in AC1 is quite tricky. It's a mod, but it's very rewarding when you get it right. Now this one has got the balloon tyre issue at the moment with turning. The tyres are still cold. Now it's gripping up quite nicely there. Got a good kick on gear change all the way up to 4th. Very weird on the turning there. It didn't want to turn in at all on that right-hander. Hello. Wow, okay. And we're on TC5, are we? I think we need to change that to a 6. I was basically driving off knowledge of the car behaviour instead of what I was feeling. Yeah, there's a certain amount of that involved, crikes. So I agree with that. Right, let's try it on 6. See if it calms the rear end down on peak torque. Oh yeah, you've all worn me out. I didn't start. I thought I started my clock and it's not worked. We're still on 07. Never mind. Did that the last time. I wonder if it's something to do with this scene that I'm on. Where do we go? AMS2 must stay. The update is fairly close. I think they're targeting the end of the month, or somewhere near the end of the month. Nothing's been said. But I tell you what, there's a list of content coming. There's so much content coming to AMS2. They added yet another car. I think it was either late last night or early this morning to the closed beta. And there's a list of cars in there that, like, you won't be surprised when you see the list, but you'll be surprised by exactly what they've done.
You can't park there, Dave.
Yeah, it's very, very vague compared to LMU on turning and AMS2, but it's got more grip than AMS2. This has... It's such a... See, I can't... Try a little bit of rear bias. I know the tyres are still heating up, but that loads up and feels really good there. And I can feel the inside front wheel kind of lifting a little bit. Bit wide. Right, there is... Look, nothing. Just handfuls of... That is the weirdest thing. How can it feel so different on one corner? Yet there it feels okay and turns in. That is... This is what I'm on about inconsistencies. And it feels brilliant there. I'd expect it to understeer there because of the camber changer. Instead we get a snap of over. Turns in alright on that one. Tyres are all similar in temperature and pressure. Oh, it's a lively thing. Am I the only non-NASA? BRB please, I want the rock and roll song. Rude. See, the car pitches forward under braking, just nice. I thought it would have stopped. If you need any email contacts, I may have some still used to write my for my own site. I shall check. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, Video Gamer Guy. Again, it's another one of those industries though, where people move around within the industry, and you lose contact of somebody, and then you go to a show and you suddenly see them wearing somebody else's t-shirt, and they've been working there for a few months. The automotive industry is horrendous for it. I used to go to all sorts of shows back in the day, and like you'd have been speaking to somebody like last week. You go to the automotive show, and they're wearing somebody else's t-shirt, and you kind of look at them puzzled, and they go, "Oh yeah, I started working for these last week," and then you suddenly realise that onto a bit of a glitch there, that it's not even for the same parent company. It's a completely different company. And I've known people in the industry for like 20, 30 years, and they've moved between all the competitor companies. I'm going for 7th gear and there isn't one, which we'll try a little bit earlier on the brakes. Right, grip level, even though it hasn't got one of these cars, feels very familiar to, or very similar to LMU's grip levels, but the turn in is very kind of balloony. Imagine you're driving on quite firm balloons, and that flex in the balloon on turn. It's a little bit too vague for a race car with low profile slick tyres on. And that is the weirdest corner ever. There's so much understeer. I don't even think it's like a crest or a camber change on the circuit. Can't remember what engine's in this Maserati, but it's got a vicious torque curve on it. Getting very unsettled over the bumps in the last corner. Handbrake's not working at this speed. It's a surprise. It's not working at all. It literally stopped turning past a certain speed. No, just in that one corner. It's very odd. But this is why we've got to test these things. Skeet's just being truthful, Matt. Music does something to me. I should hope so. That means you're human, Skeets. Here's the real test. Hang on. Here's the real test. Crikes. Does music do anything to you, Crikes? This is the test to see if he's actually an alien or not. The long right hand, no, that's not the corner I'm having problems with, it's the right hander after that one. So you do that long right hander, you do the sharp left, and then there's that right hander over the top of the hill. I just get mega understeer there. Here we go in qualifying, everybody. Good luck. I'm not going to tweak too much because I don't know how much time we've got in between quali and the race, but I'm just going to put enough fuel on, I think. Suspension might need to come down a... What do we want to do here? TC's going up one. Has this car not got any... have I missed them? Has this car got anti-roll bars on it? No, it's got no anti-roll bars. This old school. Or new school. No, I think this car's quite old, isn't it? A little bit of screen tear in there. Never noticed that before. Mind you, the frame rate stayed rock solid. Kind of similar to a couple of the GT3. I know this isn't a GT3 before you all shout at me, but this is, that understeer through that fast right-hander on cool tyres is somewhat similar to LMU's grip levels on cool tyres, or cooler tyres. This is just an app as well. At least you can get around that corner. It's really hard to get around that corner at speed in LMU, in most cars. Hello. Love listening to music. Ah, crikes, you've dispelled the myth that you're not human by saying that. Missed my braking point, king it out. That's the no apex approach to cornering. But it kind of feels playful in places. Like the exit of the chicane there, it felt like it wanted to dance and play. And then other places it just feels a bit numb. Plays there. Obviously it plays there. Onion rings were meh, but the burger was delish. And it dances under braking, heavy braking. Uh-oh. technical speed. It's not impressed with left foot braking, this car. Just introduces more understeer. Can't stop. Oh, lads. Again, this car, or this version of the car, does these little bounces on the rear axle and front suspension that does remind me how AC1 version of this car behaves. No, can't get it turned in there. Oh, well, we'll take the wide line into the chicane. Why? Because we can. Ooh. It's that like sideward slide skip that it does. There. Right, one more attempt. Now, it let me stop the last time I did it there. Why is my No, it's not happening. I'm struggling with this car again now. No, after all that, you blithering idiot. I don't know why I'm leaning. Oh, hello. This is going to be lively off the start. Even with traction control kicking in. Let's try a second gear start. Yeah, it's not happy with that either. Right. We need to be controlled off the start. Thank you. Smile for the camera. Oh, what's the time? Definitely need a human pit stop after this one. Is this all we got left? Are we the only brave ones to be doing this combo? Just fraction over a minute to go before the lights. Oh, it's changed. Whole second again faster. Right, here we go. I need to quickly check something. I've got time. Yeah. What I was hoping for. I think the Porsche might be the slower car. Well, they're not. The Maserati's not in the same class. Remember. Watch the time. There's not much time there. 5 seconds. Ready up. It's going to be tricky getting this Mazda off the line. Porsche looks really nice. So why is it understeering there? I don't understand that bit. Did you miss it, did you, Peter? Did you do my trick? Oh my word. It is. Here's the power of the GT car. Uh-oh. I don't know what it is with that corner. I get there and every time I realise that I've missed my braking point. I think it's really... I must be looking at the wrong part of the track at the side. And I'm missing a cue as to where the braking point is and the turning point is. Or I'm using LMU braking point that doesn't exist in this game. The markable... See, it gripped up alright then. What's that all about? That right-hander. If you're watching and you've got access to Assetto Corsa EVO, Tomato, and you want to join in these online races, in the description you will find instructions and a code. I'm glad you moved, because I weren't moving. Have you run out of fuel already, have you, Cripes? Oh, no. Gone. Straight line, please. It's very interesting how the traction control works in this car. It's like a major delay on throttle cut. Right, it's almost like the tyres are starting to wear a little. And I've got the brake bias too far back. I found the apex at turn 1. Celebrate, everybody. Didn't find that one though. So I expected to slide there, but on power out of some of the slower corners. Even a car this age, you'd expect the traction control to manage a lot of the slip that's happening. Like wheel spin slip, I should say. Oh, the bugs are coming in. Uh-oh. When your tyres are gone, sayonara, yeah. But I guess that Crikes But then I dropped it like a buffoon. I tell you what, there's very little difference between the breaking points of getting it right and getting it wrong. Scenery's nice. There, nothing. But if you get the perfect line, it grips up. Got another crane fly batting me in the face and head now. Just the right one. Oh, hello. Can't get on the power. Yeah, well, that's why it's a lot of fun in AC1, and you really have to respect the throttle and balance it through the sweeping S's at Suzuka. Use the handbrake then, shall we? We need a track map as well, because I don't know where the other cars are on track in comparison to me. And I still can't get my mirrors to work. Or the monitor, the rear view monitor. Something weird happens just there. I just can't explain why the car would understeer in the manner that it is. There's no dip, there's no crest, there's no off camber. Unless that's where Crike keeps dropping oil to slow me down. Quickest lap so far. Right. 4 minutes left. Yeah, I'm telling you now, Crikes. I appreciate what you're doing, but it won't be much of a race because I'm just going to drop this thing. We're already 8/10 up on our previous fastest lap, so I'm trying. I can't quite gauge the braking zones consistently. Sometimes I get it spot on. Another time I feel like I'm only a split second behind where I was on the previous lap and I end up missing it. Video game car run out of fuel. I did put extra in actually because I ran out of fuel in a previous race. Here he comes. See, if I brake where you brake, right, so I can't get around the corner. I hit the brakes at the same point and come off at the same point. You went round the corner and I nearly sailed straight past it. And there, nothing happens at all. There's no force feedback or no sensation other than it's understeering. Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on it, Peter. I think you are right. I felt it. The first thing I do when an update comes out, I go straight in a caterer. I need to read the release notes from that 0.3 that they added to the 0.3. And the catering felt off. And then I had to spend ages tweaking force feedback. But I think the other thing as well is, like I alluded to earlier, there's a word for the day. We don't know if the tyre wear is happening, and if it is, why can't we say how much tyre we got left? See, when it bobbles over a curb like that and like skids and hops, that feels realistic. So the suspension side of things is there, and then I can't stop. Oh, they tricked me. That'll teach you. Do it. I've broken it that bad. I can't get around. No, it's all over. Broken. ABS 2. Could be that. Right. I think that's the last race for me, guys. I be tired. How long have we been going? I can't see the time. Oh, 4 hours. There we go. Yeah, I'm done. I need to eat. Thank you, everybody, for joining in the fun and games and testing. That's what we're doing. We're testing Assetto Corsa EVO, tomato, tomato. So anything that we've picked up on, that we're not happy with, we need to report it. We need to pass it forward and say, we're driving this, it feels like this, and if necessary, reference the live stream so they can see what's happened. This is worse than Maureen from driving school. I tried one but absolutely destroyed the tyres. Okay, right, you guys have been fantastic again. Thank you so much for all the likes. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the conversation. And we're back with AMS2 tomorrow. Then next week we'll aim to get LMU working for a Wednesday live stream again. And then what we might do on the run up to PMR being launched, we might do alternate Wednesdays between LMU and EVO, because hopefully we will have had updates between each of them over that time span. So yeah, nothing left to say now other than thank you. It was interesting. It's given me a lot to think about. I've got a lot of notes to type up now. Luckily, Peter has already sent a report off regarding tyres. And you know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. And until tomorrow, let's be careful out there. Thank you, gang.